full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around.
Hello everybody, Drew here for Drew Dad Underground, back with Breaking Rocks 77. We got to talk about Fable. And before I forget, I'm Drew.
Rise up, can't let them divide us. You and me, we can burn this world down.
And where the hell's the other clip? Here it is. He is my younger brother, Desert Nord.
Okay, kid. Give it to me.
And you still miss the other one every time, bro.
Yeah, well, I didn't throw bricks at him, did I?
No, you didn't. You only hit the tall, skinny one.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not going to make a joke about the size and weight of the guy in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Because that would be highly insensitive and everything like that there. But with that being said, hopefully joining us soon, as is in the description and the link to his channel, hopefully joining us will be Desert Nord's buddy and my buddy as well, Prayer. Hopefully he'll be here shortly.
Yep.
And the neighbors are talking outside. That's nice. So, first thing I got to show you guys, before we get to looking at the Fable thing, we're going to try to beat around the bush a little bit to try to let Brandon get here if he's still going to follow through on what he wants to do. I'm going to remind you guys about what I said about Fable at the time, about a year ago, based on all the trailers and everything that we kept seeing for the upcoming Fable game that's due to come out autumn of this year now.
What will be in or not in the next Fable? That's the question of this video. Hello everybody, Drew here for Drew Games. Here with a video that I don't want to do, but I feel like I have to. Why? Because, well, we've all seen the trailer for the upcoming Fable game from Xbox and Playground Games. But one question that goes through my mind each and every time that trailer comes up, like in an ad or in somebody else's video, or any trailer for the upcoming Fable game, really, we all see how the main character in the trailer looks. But there's a question that I have to ask. Because as you guys see on the screen here is Fable 2. Fable 1 and 2 do something that I don't think the next Fable is going to do.
And so our story begins. But who is the hero of our tale?
And that's this right here. Picking between a male and a female character here. Because, as we are aware at this point, Microsoft has a mandate to their developers that if you're putting a female character into a game, it has to look less feminine and less like a female at this point. Case in point, the main character that we see in the trailers for the upcoming Fable game. And the reason that I don't think that we're gonna have an option to play as a male character in the upcoming Fable game, if any of us are even gonna play this woke nonsense that they're doing, is the fact that most of the time, all these wokies out there who make games refuse to put a male character in their games anymore for you to play as. And that's where this is going here. we all know that Microsoft is going woke as hell here. Which is yet another reason why I don't think we're going to have a choice between to play as a male and female character between the trailers, how woke Microsoft is getting. And when you go woke, you seem to hate men for some reason, which in and of itself is sexist towards men. Because if you're preaching about inclusion, then fucking back it up. Don't exclude someone because what's between their legs or their skin color or what their skin color isn't. In the case of white men, or white females for that matter. I can't talk here. I'm so pissed. But that's the thing, guys. And that's where I'm coming from. Being able to play as whatever you want here sells the game more through word of mouth than just having a set character. Now, if a game has a set character like The Witcher, the rest of the game has to be epically great to be great, which the Witcher series is. In spite of you being forced to play as just Geralt of Rivia. Same thing goes for the Grand Theft Auto series. You're stuck playing as a character there. Those games were good, were really good too. But for my money, I like role-playing as whatever I want to decide to role-play as. Hence why I like RPGs as much as I do, more than any other type of game. So with that said, hope you guys enjoy my rant here, my take on what I'm seeing out of Xbox and Playground Games with the upcoming Fable. Let me know if you guys agree, disagree. Hit the like button. And yes, this will be on YouTube. It will also be on Rumble as well. So, with that in mind, please go follow the Rumble channel as well. Drew.Games Games as well as Drew.Underground. Underground. So, hopefully, live streaming can take place there. The sooner we get to 5 followers on both channels on Rumble, the sooner streaming could be an option over on that platform. Thank you guys for checking this out. Have yourselves a great day. And remember, go woke, go broke. I'll see you guys in the next video. Drew out.
Your thoughts, bro?
So the thing that they could do to completely resolve the issue entirely,
Yeah.
is all they got to do is put in a character creator in the game. That's all they got to do. And if they want 72,000 genders, they can go ahead and do 72,000 genders. And just let everybody design their character, how they want to look, whatever they want to be designated as, and just go from there.
Yeah.
They don't have to do this crap of like always girl bossing toward the sun or always excluding the male character, which they've done more and more and more and more and more lately.
Yeah.
Trying to have the, female protagonist be the only thing you can play as, when they know damn well the vast majority of gamers out there are men and they want to play as a male character.
Yeah.
They know this and they're trying to force you into, the message, like Drinker always says, the message.
Yeah.
And it's really, it's a simple solution. And again, my biggest problem with the current serious situation here with Fable 4 is I don't trust the studio that's developing it.
Yeah.
I trusted Lionhead. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some things about, the games as they went along, 2 and 3, that you could have sat there and said, oh, whatever. Maybe they could have left that out. Maybe they could have left it, whatever, But frankly, most of the games today don't come anywhere near the quality that studio produced with Fable 1, 2, and 3.
Or really any game from that era.
The Lionhead Studio was a team of true artists. And it's kind of like you don't know what you got until it's gone, in a sense.
Yeah.
Because now they're dead and gone, and that makes me sad. But also, I feel like their style of game is also dead.
Mm-hmm.
And this new style of game that these developers keep making is so much worse. It's as time goes on, the quality has gone down. And this is the wrong direction. This is the direction we've been, I mean, for years now. Me and you have been doing these types of videos, these types of, chats for 10 years and almost. And
Yeah.
it's just the game quality only seldom these days has ever turned around. All of the greatest games that have ever been made were made pretty much 10 or more years ago at least.
Yeah.
And it's almost without exception. And the few games we can hail as great achievements in the last 10 years are, you could count them on maybe two hands. But all the games that came prior to that last 10 years,
Yeah.
you could write a list 250 games long of the
Yeah.
games between the mid 1990s and the 2015 period. You could write a list 250 games long, and every single one of them would be an absolute gem. But since then, you could barely name 10 that are actually true monumental gaming achievements. Since then,
Yeah.
it's gotten bad. It's gotten real bad. And so whenever I hear, oh, they're making another game for a beloved series, I go, okay, well, I guess they're gonna ruin that one too. That's my attitude at this point. And I hope I'm wrong on this. I really hope that they just, I mean, shit, you've got a model that works. Don't fuck it up. It's not that hard. Like, what works with Fable. Just don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Don't do a Star Wars, okay, guys? Don't do that.
So, as I showed in the video that I did a year ago, I was firmly under the opinion that they weren't going to have in the upcoming Fable game this fall now, allowing us to choose between a male and female character to play as in the game, which now we learned from the developer direct that was last Thursday or something like that, that we will be able to. And we will go through all of it in just a few minutes. We're just trying to bullshit right now while we wait for a friend of ours to pop in to be on this discussion with us.
Yeah, I don't know if he will or not at this point. I mean, maybe not. I don't know.
Well, if he does, while we're looking at what we saw at the developer direct or on it or whatever for Fable, then so be it. But it seems that the character creator, as they're calling it, and I use that term very loosely here for the upcoming Fable game, seems like it was tacked on at the end of development because of outrage over how the main female protagonist looks. And that's all they were showing us was her.
Mm-hmm.
Or him or whatever, right?
Yep.
But then they showed us, yes, you can play as a male character, but my vision of a character creator is like Skyrim's.
Bunch of completely customizable appearance, yeah.
Yeah. Not the usual character creator, which is not really what it is. It's just pick male or female and then go on your adventure. That's what the Fable games are.
Yeah, that's what they have been up to number 3 for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and all the way through that. But with that being said, let me make sure that I have the developer direct in the proper place for looking at the Xbox thing, or I mean the Fable thing. Okay, that's not it. It's Double Fines of shit. Okay, here we go. All right, here's the start of the upcoming Fable business. So let me click over here and share the screen now. And then after we look at this, we can discuss it and then look at comments on X about the upcoming Fable. Sound good?
I suppose.
Nothing going on in the chat, so here, there's the tab. So, without any further ado, let's take a look at the Developer Direct for 2026 for Fable.
Hi, welcome to Playground Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first deep dive into a game we've been making here for a really, really long time. Fable.
Yeah, no shit.
Playground Games is renowned for fun, immersive, and visually stunning open-world experiences.
Deep open world experiences. You guys do know what you fucking make at Playground Games, right? You make Forza Horizon.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Deep. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, about an inch deep and a mile wide, actually. But yeah.
Yeah.
Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here in Roy.
Oh, okay. So
He does know that he's completely delusional about that game.
Well, at least he knows that he's an idiot.
Royal Leamington Spa, a charming little town in the middle of England. As Horizon has grown, so have we. Over the past few years, we've built a new team to carry that reputation into a new genre that we are incredibly passionate about. Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise.
And you're definitely a Scotsman, I can tell by your
I think
accent.
what we're making is really faithful.
What's that?
I said he's definitely a Scotsman. I can tell from his accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love. At the heart of our game is a simple, recurring question. What does it mean to you to be a hero? Our game is about choices.
People these
and
days
their
have no
consequences.
fucking concept of what a hero means, but yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
It's packed with action, drama, British humour, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens. All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
You can fuck with chickens in Skyrim and get killed by the villagers, so...
Well, look, we can appreciate the fact that some jokes are continual jokes from the Fable series. Yes, the whole chicken thing, which by the way, number 3 kind of almost fucked up, but didn't quite fuck it up. They kind of danced the line for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because you remember the controversy at first, right? When they did the trailer for number 3, was that people didn't want to see this plight of this random chicken. They were like, what is this for a trailer? People were like, this doesn't tell me anything about the game. Am I going to play as a chicken? I remember the controversy with number 3's trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the chicken humor is a thing that yes, it goes through the whole series. We're aware.
Yeah.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill. It's here that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover...
Here's our first glimpse of gameplay then.
Mm-hmm.
discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger.
Well, thank you for spoiling the story.
Yeah, well.
Because I don't think Lionhead Studios spoiled what happened in the village that the main character in Fable 1 came from, Oakvale.
Sure.
You didn't find out what happened to your dad. And spoiler warning, there will be spoilers for the older Fable games. If you have not played them, stop watching this right now and go play them first.
Yeah, what are you even a gamer if you've never played those games?
Yeah. But
that's an absolute required reading, folks. Go play those, please.
Yeah. I don't care if you play the third one or not. I don't give a shit. But
well, just go ahead, because I mean, fucking might as well. While you're at it.
Well, the reason I say that is because I didn't like the third one. In fact, I thought it sucked.
I think by comparison to today's games, all three of them belong together as a complete masterpiece.
That's a fair point.
But only because of what's come after them.
Yeah.
You know.
And if while we're watching you see Prayer come in down here, let me know.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests, bustling villages, sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches, and stunning vistas.
Didn't we kind of see that except for the last one in the second game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it had those things. It just wasn't as vast.
And it wasn't open
and it didn't
world.
look like Red Dead Redemption 2, which is what this looks like pretty much.
Yeah.
You know.
Which will be interesting, but let's see how interesting here.
We'll just appreciate that it does look pretty beautiful.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. It looks good, but so did The Last Jedi, and that was universally hated.
Yeah, they can always make a beautiful game into dog shit anytime that happens, you know.
Yeah.
And because our Albion is truly open world, for the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to...
Oh, so as a child, I could go off to a place that I'm not supposed to be for 10 more years?
And by the way, when I say dog shit, I mean naughty dog shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And forgive me, but I have to play this every time that Naughty Dog
is mentioned.
It is mentioned. I have to.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Yeah.
Because of The Last of Us Part 2. Anyway.
Welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home.
You can't have Fable without Bowerstone.
Yeah, kind of seems to be the, you know.
And Castle Fairfax, which is the part of the thumbnail for this stream.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's the most iconic thing in the game.
Yep. It's the center of the whole storyline, so.
Pretty much for, I think, all three games, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The old clock tower and the legendary Heroes Guild.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts, rich.
So, obviously, this is a reboot, because in the third game, the Heroes Guild is long dead.
Uh-huh. So it must be a prequel.
And in the second game, the Heroes Guild has also been destroyed, because it got destroyed in the first game. So it's either a prequel, or it's so far into the future, or it's a complete and utter reboot entirely. Which is what I'm thinking it is. They're just rebooting the whole series.
And poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during the game as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golden.
That's not the guildmaster I know.
Yeah, well, whatever.
It's the weird guy by the fire.
Yeah, and it's like, like when Gonzo the Great would say whatever.
Okay, never mind. They did show her face in this. Unfortunately, so sorry to the viewers watching.
Yeah.
Because earlier
we
showed...
We are hoping that they allow us to alter the appearance of our character.
Yeah, but we shall see.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes, and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs, vying for power, and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is...
It's like the worm cult all over again.
So what was the evil church thing in Fable 2 called?
The same thing.
Okay. I couldn't remember if...
Yeah, no, it was the exact same thing he just said. Yeah, the Cult of Shadows.
Because I couldn't remember if
the shadow worshippers. Yeah, it was the shadow worshippers versus the other holy shrine. The wellspring of what was it called? I forgot the name.
Of the Golden Acorn or something like that.
Yeah.
At the Temple of Light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Beautiful. Handcraft.
Which, by the way, you could donate all your money to in Fable 2. If you wanted.
Which was... I always found that to be funny. Oh, God.
And richly detailed.
In Albion, heroes are special, different. They're stronger than regular people. They're more skillful, more charismatic. More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how you're...
We'll be the judge of that, dude. Because when the game comes out, you're already hearing from a lot of people.
No, he's saying that you get to decide how your character looks. Well, I really hope that's true, because that's going to be, a make or break spot for this game.
We'll see, because they do show us the character creator in a limited fashion here shortly.
Yeah.
Hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars. So the hero you play represents you.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you...
Yeah, that was the limited look at the...
Sure, it appears as though you can play as male, female, whatever, and it looks like you can sort of just... They probably have a preset system, so you have to pick one of the presets. That's what it looks like.
And they didn't change the walking animations between male and female, because that was apparently tacked on the character creator that they just showed us just recently, which may or may not explain why it got delayed from originally 2024 to last year, and now to autumn of this year in 2026.
Yeah, I think they've been scrambling to fix a couple of things.
And they still have more to fix, like the walking animations for the male characters.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're going to be walking around like you're a gay guy the whole time.
Yeah, well.
Want to be through the way you...
Now, I know some people are going to take umbrage with that in the comments. What I mean by that is simply, if you want to play as not a gay character... you probably can't, or at least it's not going to look like it. And trust me,
they got to work out. They got to work out the kinks on that one. I mean, it's got to be like, if you want to be that, you can be that, but you shouldn't be pigeonholed into, well, if you're a male, then you're going to be gay. Like, you got to
That's
be
how
able
it
to,
looks.
you
Yeah.
got to be able to have, get some fucking actual diversity up in this camp, can we?
Which is what usually the mainstream AAA gaming industry is all about. We want diversity. Okay, give us diversity. Don't exclude anyone. Oh,
Well, what it means for them is jamming their intersectional characters down our throats. That's what it means for them.
Yeah, and then you wonder why no one wants to play the shit or buy it. But at least this will be in Game Pass at launch, so I don't have to buy it at that point. Because I'm damn sure not spending $70 on this shit.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's like if Microsoft had anything to do with it, every made character would be, black, gay, female, disabled, and ugly. That's what they look for in every single freaking lead.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at Veilguard. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
Play through the skills and abilities you learn and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities gives us style-weaving combat.
You just had to kick that chicken, didn't you?
Well, it wasn't really a chicken, right? It was a person pretending to be a chicken, right?
Well, I didn't notice that at first until it turned into something else.
Come here, chicky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then wonder why your name is Chicken Chaser.
Yeah.
Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle.
So if your appearance doesn't change based on if you're evil or good, I assume the weapons won't change like in Fable 3 either.
Yeah, well, they started they worked a little bit on that concept with that game, but honestly, it was all preset stuff anyway. It wasn't all that diverse. It wasn't like, oh, well, the weapons are going to look completely different depending on how you use them. It wasn't that varied. They claimed it was, but it really wasn't that crazy.
But still, it would change either way as you used it, just the same.
Yeah.
I doubt that they're going to do that in this because the physical appearance doesn't change if you're good or evil.
In a single playthrough, you wouldn't even notice what that even means anyway.
Yeah.
Against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike. Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers.
Okay, so I do like that.
Yeah, sure. There's a cool thing to have that, like, sort of Mortal Kombat-ish style thing going on there.
Yeah.
Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan favorite adversaries for you to fight. Hobbs are back, as are Balverines, colorful, and trolls.
And we're adding brand new enemies too, like this fierce cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken. Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses.
So now we're going to fight a fire-breathing cock.
Yeah, a big fire-breathing chicken. Yeah, sure.
I like the way it sounds my way better because it's funnier.
Might it be General So's chicken? Bad joke.
Yeah. I didn't get the reference, but whatever.
General So's is spicy Chinese chicken.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said that.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Fences to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
So he turns into extra crispy. Got it.
Yeah, definitely not original recipe on that one.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting. So much more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion and the things you can do with them or to them.
By the
crazy
way,
thing about the classic Fable game is that
I remembered what I was trying to remember. It was Avo, the Temple of Avo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you remember, don't you? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game.
That was where Helga, or whatever her name was from.
Yeah.
That was the hero's strength.
Well, we called her Hammer, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, the nickname was Hammer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just called her Helga.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could just mess around with the villagers and townsfolk.
And we built that same experience in the middle of our game, too. Buying a house, getting a job, making some money.
Romancing a villager, getting married, having kids.
Fancy it.
Have fun trying to hammer that when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Perfect. You can get to know me better.
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion.
Which was the thing in the in Fable 2 and 3.
Yeah, absolutely. You bought every damn house in town, yeah. And the
Buying
shops
every
too.
business in Albion.
Yeah.
Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more people, having a bunch more kids, probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
And this game...
So, marry everybody.
Well, yeah, we all know that whole marriage and house buying and kids thing was a complicated mess in the other games.
But if you married like more than one person in Fable 2, one would find out and then confront you about it.
You'd end up divorced from both of them.
Hopefully that's a thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, I would
Still
think so.
Because that was interesting.
Within the game.
Because like in Skyrim, yeah, you could get married to one character, but then you were actually stuck with that character unless you accidentally killed her or him. And then I'm pretty sure you were stuck being single the rest of your life then, because I'm pretty sure the game did not let you get married again, right? In Skyrim?
Yeah, the base game didn't let you get married twice, yeah.
Yeah. But if you had a modded character that had their own, like, romance, whatever thing, then yeah, you could at that point.
Oh, sure, and modded Skyrim turned everything into completely nothing like it was to begin with.
Yeah, I'm well aware. I've been playing with mods for years. And now at this point.
It's unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality.
You notice the walking of the male character?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did not alter it from the female protagonist in the trailers.
Could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
That was a very feminine walk. Let's look at that again.
This game
It's
within the
definitely
game is unique to
waggling
Fable.
there.
It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
They'll get up.
Let's look at that male NPC going by there.
Effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
In comparison.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role.
There's a female doing the exact same walk as the main character there, right? But then there's the male character. Let's compare it to him walking up.
A daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them.
Is that identical? Or
live their
Well, I
life.
mean, they're facing different directions, but still, I think that the NPC appears to have a normal walk, whereas the main character there definitely was swinging their hips. a bit.
okay, so it looks like to us the animations for proper how a guy would walk as opposed to a more feminine walk is in the game. It looks like. But for whatever reason, Playground Games maybe is too lazy too stupid to notice or too lazy to fix it.
Yeah, well, you kind of hope that they work out some of these kinks before the release.
Well, they need to, because otherwise this is going to be memed to hell and back again, although I'm pretty sure it already is on the internet at this point, considering that they showed us that.
Yeah.
They'll get up, go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways. Maybe the job they go
So it sounds like it's AI voiced characters, because have fun employing that many voice actors to voice that many characters in a game. Right?
Yeah, and with AI characters, the glitching is going to be hilarious.
Well, I'm talking about just AI voice. AI generated voices at that point. To save on having to pay voice actors to voice that many characters in an open world action adventure RPG.
who's working for you.
Could you imagine having to employ that many voice actors for Skyrim?
Yeah, no, they wouldn't be able to do it if it were that many voice actors. No.
Yeah, exactly.
The budget would get blown completely out of proportion.
Yeah. And the same thing goes here.
Because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard? How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed they sleep in is in a house you own because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
And all of the stuff you do.
I bet.
Yeah, and in the previous Fable games, you could raise the taxes and become filthy stinking rich.
Yeah,
everybody's poor as hell, though.
Random people walking beside you in the street. Oh, you bloody wanker!
Yeah.
saying shit.
In that typical British humor, please put the foul language in the game, please, because that would be so funny as hell. Just playing it on stream for just those moments. Just walk down the street and someone's like, "Ah, you bloody wanker!"
Yeah, no, they definitely could. They definitely could do a lot with that.
Ah, you bloody wanker! You evicted my brother last week and come back to piss on my family some more.
Yeah, they definitely had a pissy bunch of villagers when you did things wrong in the other games too.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's keeping with the series.
Which was part of the charm of the older games. So I'm glad that they're still doing that.
It's what they think of you.
You're a legend.
Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive. Now that's it.
Is it me, or does the back of this character look a lot different from the one in the trailers? For this female. Bro?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So maybe you can make your female look a lot better with the other faces that they got in the game. And if that's the case, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, no, I hope that there's enough character model, diversity in this game to make it interesting.
Yeah. So on that note, I will lay off the character model stuff at this point because with everything else
don't
that's
feel.
in the
Yeah, I
game,
don't feel like there's a lot to be worried about necessarily from what we're seeing here.
the only thing I'm worried about is the men walking like females. That's the only issue.
Yeah, there's
for me
definitely
right
some.
now.
It seems like there's definitely some kinks they got to work out, but
Yeah, and
it appears as though everything looks okay.
Yeah, at this point, which does have me interested in playing this on stream when it comes out in the fall of this year.
Yeah.
Morality has always been super important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game too. But we have a slightly different take on it.
For us, morality isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas. And importantly, morality is subjective. No two
Yeah,
people
well, they
see
would
things
say
exactly
shit
the
like
same
that,
way.
but sure.
Yeah. Fancy toys for fancier children. Income 58,500, whatever the currency is going to be. Gold, hopefully. Purchase price 850,000 gold.
Yeah.
For that particular business. And this character has 921,800 gold. So they could, in theory, buy this business, and it looks like they're doing so.
And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything you do earns you a reputation.
So it looks like the similar setup to doing it like in Fable 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is good because that's my favorite Fable game. So
yeah, that's something they definitely needed to keep in.
Tycoon, rich tycoon, bonuses or whatever that is there.
Yeah, they must be like sort of like
reputation editions or something.
Yeah, it can't like status markers or something for adjusting meters.
Yeah. For interaction with the NPCs, or if they are interested in a relationship with you or not, blah blah blah, type of thing.
A different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did directly to them. They'll love you or hate
I like
you
how
for
it
the
said rich
choices you
twat.
make, and they will always.
Did you catch that? I like how it said rich twat. Did you catch that?
Let's look back.
Yeah, when
no
he's
two
talking
people
to her.
see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything you do earns you a reputation. And every person in Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
Pause it right here. They think you're a rich twat. Yeah. Say, dislikes you because your reputations are rich tycoon. Thanks, you're a rich twat.
Yeah. So I think that the language thing will be in the game then, because they used twat there.
Yep.
Good. I want to see that.
Will remember things you did directly to them. They'll love you or hate you for the choices you make, and they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will, loudly.
Good. I want them to judge me loudly.
Yeah, no, that's what they always did in the other games, so I mean, it's keeping with the series.
Good.
Imbecile.
Your reputation is created by the choices you make, and you are going to
get
make
some
a
guy
lot
lean
of
his head out the bar and go, "Yeah, jackass."
and then hopefully your character, but I doubt, could go back. You bloody wanker.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking, you get hecklers when you're hated.
Yeah.
That's the way it always was, and that's the way it should be in the game.
Which playing as like a hero that's somewhere in between light and dark would be really fun at that point.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's a lot of varied experience with this situation that could be really funny at times.
Which would make for great replay value at that
Sure,
point.
yeah, this adds all the replay value in the world, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So the replay value would be like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 at this point.
Yeah, if it goes like that, for sure, you're definitely going to want to play it multiple ways.
Yeah, with like the male or female character.
Uh-huh.
Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game.
Which was a thing in...
which follows with the series, just like the others.
In 3.
Yep.
Because as the king, you had the option to turn like this beautiful landscape into like a swamp or something, because you decided to dump the city's sewage there.
Yep.
We call this idea, your choices change the world. Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him. If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
And that is going to affect house prices. It will also affect what a lot...
Okay.
What?
So this is like a Jolly Green Giant joke, pretty much.
So this is like Gulliver's Travels?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, pretty much.
Type of situation. Okay.
A lot of the villagers think about you.
Especially Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
At Playground Games, we've built a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open-world experiences. Yes,
He keeps fucking saying that,
sports
but he has yet to prove it yet, okay? So we'll see if that's true or not.
Yeah, you haven't released anything but Forza Horizon, dummy.
But this is a passion project for all of us here. Every member of
I don't doubt that.
this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch. I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026. From all of us here.
So Fable's not going to be Microsoft exclusive anymore.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't be, given what we've seen with other series.
Yeah, which is Microsoft's whole MO, that they'd rather be a game publisher than a console at this point.
Well, I don't want to see games exclusive that way anyway. I mean, it's better if we could do crossplay than it would be if we had to be stuck on, one console or another.
But crossplay is largely irrelevant in a game like this.
Well, multiplayer was a big deal in number 3.
Yeah, when people could cross over and help you in your adventure, yeah.
And you had to do trades with other players who had weapons, yeah.
Kinda, I guess, yeah. But that was before you and I were doing anything online, too, so.
Thanks for watching.
I do hope that they include the multiplayer experience, because the multiplayer experience, whether local or crossplay, was definitely something that was cool when they let you do that.
So available on Xbox Series XS, Xbox on PC, xCloud, PS5, and Steam. So this is solely a current gen game, and no Xbox One, no PS4.
Yep. Well, those consoles probably couldn't run the shit successfully anyway.
Probably.
There's no, I mean, those consoles can barely handle anything that comes out now. So.
Yeah. I suppose.
It'll just keep crashing and crashing and crashing and crashing.
Yeah. But as it is...
But no, I mean, from what they showed us there, I don't feel like there's a lot to be worried about. I feel like, there's probably some things here and there, maybe little problems that they'll have to deal with.
Yeah.
But overall, it looks like they're doing, especially with including a lot of things we're familiar with from the series, they're including a lot of things that we want to see. So even if it's got tiny little problems here and there, it looks like it's still going to be pretty damn good.
And they do still have time to fix the walking animation thing, but we'll see if they actually fix it or not, or care to fix it.
Yeah.
All I know is that when you're doing a presentation of your game and your potential customers see that, they go, are you done making this yet?
Yeah, they're like, clearly we can tell there's some things you still gotta fix there.
Yeah. And also with how the fact that that's still there, but you can play as a male character, as I said earlier, says to me that you tacked on the character creator thing at the end of development of the game. That it was an afterthought because all you really wanted was us to play as the chick that got beat with the ugly stick.
Yeah, they wanted us to play as the girl boss, but they've decided to go another direction since then.
Yeah, because of all the bad PR that they've been getting from pretty much everybody.
Yeah. But aside from that, if they fixed that issue, that would be the main problem that we ever detected here.
Yeah.
Aside from that, everything I saw in that video looks pretty damn good.
Yeah. Which leads me to next time we do a Breaking Rocks, do our anticipated games list, a proper one.
Sure. Yeah.
For this year.
And that presentation right there actually helps amp up the excitement because it was actually really good.
Yeah. So I went from Fable not being on my radar to now it being on my radar, especially since it's in Game Pass on Xbox. So obviously I'm not going to play it on PlayStation because I ain't spending no $70 for it.
Yeah. Why do that, right?
Especially given my current situation right now.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
then again, hopefully that'll be fixed relatively soon.
Absolutely nobody wants to pay for a game they don't have to pay for. If they can play it for a service they're already paying for, then so be it.
Yeah, which is Game Pass, because as Xbox said, all first-party games for the top tier of Game Pass, which you and I both still are. We're still riding that bus till the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
at this point.
But it'll be a game that I definitely want to play.
Yeah. So I can't say that my reaction to Fable is this yet, if at all.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah, it's not to that point, but it could get to that point if they keep it up. No pun intended.
But my interest in playing it is kind of more like this, I would say.
We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you with a good low speaker. Wave goodbye to Joe.
You know?
Sure. My point about it is that they seem to be doing a pretty decent job. I mean, it looks like they've really dug into what made the other games good, and they've included a lot of the basic things we want to see and feel when we play the game.
Yeah.
We want that economy aspect, we want that family building aspect, we want the relationship concept, we want the villager interactions, we want the reputation stuff, we want the combat system to be useful, and we want the storyline to be compelling. If we get all those things together, then we'll just throw it right along with the other three and say it's a complete set.
Yeah,
and
then speaking of the family, if you notice that running around your house was multiple children,
Sure, yeah, no, that's
So
that can happen in the other games too. Number 3.
yeah, you could have 2 children, but that looked like you had like 5 or 6.
Yeah, no, I mean realistically, they could easily make it so that you can have as many kids as you can stand.
Stand having running around your
I
house.
mean, in real life, as long as you got the circumstances set up for you, you could have 10 kids. You know what I mean?
The space in the house, the funds to afford that many children.
And I can see
Yeah.
people who, like these days, people like making funny little videos about, sort of breaking games in a way. I could
Yeah,
totally
so-
see somebody really breaking the game with
yeah,
some funny
and
shit.
yeah, and trying to have like 100 children or something.
Yeah, just fill their kids wall to wall. Like, look at how many kids they're out. There's so many kids. They're glitching through each other. There's so many kids.
Yeah.
Or there's so many
So-
kids they could barely afford it and they're all destitute. And the wife divorces him and leaves him with like 400 kids.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see a lot of funny business with it.
Yeah, so on that note, let's check out X to see what some people are saying about Fable. So here in this post right here, Fable is coming autumn 2026, become a hero, blah, 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 blah. The typical shit, right?
Yep.
And then down here we got, this looks unreal. We can't wait to welcome you all back to Albion from the Fable team. This person says, first character talking on screen, a black woman. Get woke, go broke.
Well, I mean, again, inclusion of diverse characters is one thing. If the problem we have with woke definitions here is that woke means jamming the message down our throats.
Yeah, and we didn't really see that in what we saw.
I don't think that it doesn't sound like this dev team is interested in doing all that.
Yeah. But this person brought up what I did about the
morality affecting. I don't like what they had to say about the morality being relative, because morality is not relative in the sense that there is definite good and evil, and so this gray idea of morality, it's a slippery slope, because you could say, oh well, in certain circumstances, doing evil is actually not evil if you have a good reason. It's like, well, okay, so what? Is the game going to allow us to go around murdering people as long as we have justification? I mean, what's their point? Like, I kind of wonder what they're even trying to say with that. That's the only part I think that really kind of, like, it kind of makes me think they're up to some funny business with that. But I feel like the morality system is going to be broke as fuck. It's gonna be dumb. If that's the direction they're going with it, it's gonna be pretty dumb.
We'll see.
But everything else looks okay.
Yeah. This person says, didn't realize Fable was based in Africa.
Yeah. Well,
there's more
if
with
it doesn't have to be, given that Britain in current year is just absolutely covered in Africans. So
yeah, Fable just saved the whole game's reputation by getting rid of this woman as the main character, and letting you more or less create your own.
No, I know, and that was the big thing. Like I said at the beginning of our stream here, if they could get that shit out of the way and don't force us to be a girl boss and let us play with whatever character we want to, which they clearly and very specifically stated we're going to be able to do, then we're going to be okay with it.
Yeah, it's going to be more or less acceptable. It's not going to be a total flop out the gate like it would have been.
Yeah.
It's going to be somewhere in between flop and an average release at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Nick here says, thank you for adding character creation and doing away with your original concept. I look forward to playing this when it drops. That's right now too. Let's see. Anything fun? Well, that's a lot of diversity. Hard pass. Go woke, get broke. Well, let's go woke, go broke, first of all. And secondly, I'm not really seeing that at this point.
I mean, if again, Britain for quite a long time now has had. I mean, you're not going to sit there and tell me that this has to be like, the original Deliverance game. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like.
Yeah, and secondly, that was a completely different country.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying it's like
England.
You're not going to sit here and tell me that everyone's going to be totally cool with absolutely every single character wall to wall being white. It's like that's not going to go over well with half of the gaming community. They're going to want to play as very racially diverse characters.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to want to run into racially diverse characters too. The problem is that are you ram jamming characters that are on purpose? Is it diversity for diversity's sake? Because then we have a problem. Or is it diversity for the sake of immersion?
Yeah.
Is the question. So it doesn't automatically turn me off so long as it isn't, well, I'm going to have to hear a fucking lecture about modern day political issues from the colored person in the game. Then I'm going to go, okay, well, this is fucking stupid. Because then it takes me completely out of the game and I'm having to listen to modern day leftist talking points in my game about ye old Britain,
Yeah. Yeah, and then this was my point earlier. They criticized that in Fable, the man walked like women, swaying their hips with the example video because the possibility of playing as a man was added later. Exactly.
That was the point you were making.
Certainly feels that way based on what we saw. Which is why we were trying to analyze it between the female NPC and the male NPC.
We can totally tell that the male NPCs walk like men.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the main character still looks like he's walking like a female.
Like a chick, yeah.
In that clip there.
Indeed.
And we're not sure why. Other than, it looks like it was an afterthought so far.
Yeah, so there's quite a few people screaming woke about it. You and I didn't really get that.
I mean, if it is, then it's minor. It maybe almost might be nitpicking if that's the criticism. Because we've definitely seen far worse things, Veilguard.
Xbox Game Pass posted, "No chickens will be safe from my feet."
Yeah, well, chicken kicking was a big thing in number 2 and 3. And, well, all 3 of them, actually, now that I think about it. Chicken kicking is one of the main jokes there. So
yeah. Hunter says, just wish list on PS5. I can't wait. That's fair. Frosty, woke. No. Why in the world would you market this abomination? What the fuck is wrong with you? You have any idea how much deserve you've done? I think that's supposed to be disservice.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be disservice.
That's hard to read then.
Spell check your shit, people, before you press post.
With yourselves over the years. I've never been less excited about Fable than I've been these past few years. I have is what you are looking for. No confidence in this game. Won't have woke.
Well, I mean, again, this is the case when I see enough things and I see, as long as here's the thing. Here's what I didn't see in the developer team. Okay. I didn't see any pink-haired, purple-haired, nose ring, septum ring having clearly like retards in the developer team. I didn't see any of that. Okay. Now maybe they kept those people in the closet and locked them behind a locked door or something. I don't know. But I didn't see any of those people out front talking about how much they love developing the game. So I'm not being, I'm not being given any 100% guarantees that there isn't any wokeness to this, but I'm not being given the vibes that I usually get with developer videos.
And then Respawn here. We will be playing as he's just spinning around. In Fable 2, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or is that 3? I can't tell.
Yeah, that was 3. That's 3.
Okay. But yeah, I think we get the point here. There's some people that are screaming woke from the hilltops here.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of reason to be doing that.
Yeah.
At least not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe there was at first, when they first announced it, the first trailer and all that, there was a little bit of concern. And that was perfectly justified. But I think they've already addressed that now. So I think they're keenly aware of what they're doing. And I think they know what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to suffer what, several other games have suffered.
What we saw from Playground Games and the Fable team has me kind of want to say to the ones that are screaming, it's woke, blah, 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 from the hilltops. And I just want to say this, based on what you and I saw at this point.
Well, it's not my concern.
Right?
Again, if I had seen some purple-haired freak on the developer team, then I would have said, "Oh, okay, clearly Sweet Baby's involved in this."
Yeah,
but I didn't see any of that type of stuff. I didn't hear any of that talk of diverse characters and all this other talk about that they always do. I didn't hear any of that stuff.
Exactly.
And I didn't hear the phrase modern audiences either. You know what I mean?
Which is also usually a key buzzword for the wokes.
So I didn't really get the vibe or any kind of tip off that I usually get when I watch these developer videos. I didn't get any of that. So maybe there's that. We don't know, but it's certainly not a giveaway. There's nothing here that screams, "Oh, it's definitely woke." That would be an assumption right about now. You'd be making a whole bunch of assumptions. So I don't buy that conclusion. And I've played games that have a slight to medium amount of wokeness in it, and there are definitely redeeming qualities of certain games that are, labeled woke. All right.
Yeah.
It's not a 100 or 0 situation. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, some games are absolutely destroyed by wokeness, like say Veilguard.
Yeah, and kill the
and The Last of Us Part 2, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. And they kill the Justice League business.
Yeah, and that too. But I just feel like it looks like there's not enough to be making that conclusion right now.
Yeah.
You could say, "Oh, well, that talk of moral relativism." Okay, yeah, that talk of moral relativism, because they want to seem like they're thinking harder. It's called nuance. Okay. But the problem with nuance and morality is that when you have nuance and morality, a lot of times that's the same thing as not having any morality. So that's an issue that we'll figure out as we go on with this game, whether or not their morality system is broken and stupid.
Yeah.
But that would be a minor problem. At least we'd be able to have a fun game where we can play the usual Fable storyline type stuff and the Fable experience and just overlook the worst things. Like, when I played Fable 3, for instance, I never liked going to Westcliff. Okay.
Yeah.
I never liked going to Rook Ridge. I never liked going out to those places like Bloodstone. I never enjoyed my experience out in those areas because it seemed like the type of people they put in the game in those areas were low-life degenerates and horrible people.
Yeah.
But it was for the sake of the environment, the atmosphere of those areas that are essentially bandit-ridden, degenerate-ridden. They're supposed to be like creepier, darker, more lawlessness. It kind of fit the narrative, okay?
Yeah.
So while you could sit there and say, "Oh, well, having all those gay characters and having all those degenerate characters and having all those, bandits and bad guys and dark, creepy foresty type stuff was all like wokeness. But I'd say, well, no, but see, it goes along with the environment they were trying to build there. So if anything, while those characters were in the game, it was almost an insult to those characters to associate them with like evil, because that's what it was. That's what they were doing. Maybe they didn't mean to do that, but that's what they did. And when you put it that way, that's almost an anti-woke game at that point.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I mean, you can have woke elements which you take the piss out of, which some games successfully do, even if they don't do it on purpose. Like I'm just waiting to see what happens with GTA 6. The same deal. Like they're talking about, GTA 6 including pride parades and stuff. And I'm like, well, this is obviously going to backfire. So that may end up being one of the most anti-woke things you could actually do, because people are going to go around driving through them with their car. Like there's just about nothing more anti-woke than running through a gay pride parade with your vehicle. There's just about nothing more anti-woke than that. That's actually more in the, possibly bad guy level thing. But anyway, so what I'm saying is that even with woke elements in a game, what we might call woke elements, you can still accidentally end up having an anti-woke end result.
Yeah.
So it isn't really any guarantee. Even if you see, oh, well, there's a female there. Oh, there's a colored person there. It's like, that doesn't tell me anything about what's being given to me as content here.
Yeah.
If they have a main character that's really, really preachy and won't get off of modern day themes and modern political messaging, then I go, okay, well, this game is woke as fuck and I don't want to play it because it's annoying me.
Yeah.
But if all it is, oh, well, there's a character of color over there, I go, okay, well, that's not the definition of woke. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, so with that said, what we're going to look at now is a video from Tryhard Ninja, so go subscribe to his channel. The link to the video is in the description down below. So go subscribe, leave a like on what we're about to see, which this song reflects generally what Nord and I, how we approach covering the gaming industry and this, that, and the other thing here on this channel, being Drew Dat Underground.
Yeah, I was gonna say before you played, I have to admit that, like I said, this seemed like definitely fan created, of course.
Yeah. It does feel that way, yeah.
Yeah, and it definitely has that feel, but it's appreciated because it's kind of almost cheeky, actually, if we're being honest here. And that's always a nice thing to see. It just means that the content creator of this particular song here actually really does love the game, love the series, love the IP. And we always like to see that type of thing anyway, even if it's kind of cheeky.
As do we, yeah. So it's based off of the Batman Arkham series. And the reason that this song reflects Nord and I's approach to covering the gaming industry is, like one line you're going to hear in the song, Nord and I don't serve any throne in the gaming industry, not Xbox, not PlayStation, not PC, not Nintendo. We just try to cover whatever's going on whenever we can. And if we have an issue with something, regardless of what platform, developer, whatever it is, we're going to tell you. So with that being said, from these two Dark Knights, if you will, here in the underground, here is, how is the name called again? A Hero Forms by Tryhard Ninja. Let's go.
Hero forms, cities that serve no throne, saves a life for every ghost that still haunts him in his bones. To the past, owes a penance, people's hope is his vengeance when the sun fades from the sky. Through the black shines a beacon right at home
among demons, justice fails. What's wrong or right isn't always black and white. Out of dark, a hero forms. Sadie's light that serves the throne. Saves a life for every ghost that still haunts him in his bones. Out of dark, a hero forms. Sadie's light that serves the throne. Saves a life for every ghost that still haunts him in his bones. Let the world be unfrozen. Let it grow without poison. May he keep us from demise. The hero with no anthem, out of fear, born a phantom. When the dark conquers the light, from the wreckage he will rise. Out of dark, a hero forms. Sadie's light that serves the throne. Saves a life for every ghost that still haunts him in his bones. Out of dark, a hero forms. Sadie's light that serves the throne. Saves a life for every ghost that still haunts him in his bones. When the night falls, there's a second face that shows. Streets are now free for the crows. Yeah, when the night falls, there are devils in his soul that drive him to save us all. When the night falls, the days grow darker, bringing longer nights, and I'm the number one target of the Arkham Knight. I've seen a lot of crime, cost a lot of Gotham lives. Start the car up, out, time to take another ride. I've become a darker knight, not the kind father would want. The mask I put on is only getting harder to don. The eyes of a hawk, I'm watching like a bird in the sky. And if you mention Bruce Wayne, I never heard of the guy. Out of dark, a hero forms. Sadie's light that serves no throne. Saves a life for every ghost that still haunts him in his bones. Out of dark, a hero forms. Sadie's light that serves no throne. Saves a life for every ghost that still haunts him in his bones. Oh, the second day of the shadow. He's gone, he's gone. The road deserted, twisted, narrow. Drive on, drive on, drive on.
Out of dark a hero forms, city's night that serves no throne. Hey guys, this is Tryhard Ninja. Thanks so much for watching my Batman Arkham Knight song music video. I truly hope you enjoyed it. It gets stuck in my head all the time. If you would like to download the song, the download links are in the description below the video. As always, I wrote and sang the song. My producer, Peter Littman, did the instrumental and music production for it. And please, please go check out JT Machinima. That's who wrote and did the rapping on the track. Thank you so much to him for being a part of it. The link to his channel is in the description as well. Just like I do on this channel, he makes original music inspired by video games over on JT Machinima. So if you're hearing either of us for the very first time, please do subscribe to both of our channels for more video game inspired music in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know what you think with a rating and a comment on this video. As always, this is Tryhard Ninja. Thanks so much for your support, and I'm out.
Yep, that's really good. In fact, that's in my Spotify playlist.
You know, the last 30 seconds of the song, I have to say, especially the last 30 seconds of it.
Yeah.
It reminded me of a specific style. It's exactly the same style as you get from Linkin Park.
Yeah.
When I say, yeah, it's like almost exactly the same tone at the last 30 seconds, especially.
Yeah. Which is why I like it, because I love Linkin Park. Or at least I did when they
like if the whole song could have been like that, you would have sworn it was Linkin Park singing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if the whole song was that way, then it would have been almost the same style.
Kind of like the song in the end.
Yeah, no, among others like Numb and their whole anthology of music, but because they'd have a common style among a lot of their songs.
Oh yeah.
Until recently, of course, they got new band leader, but the stuff with Chester, lead singing, was all very good. But yeah, that's kind of what it reminded me of, especially at the end there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, as far as fan service, fan made content goes, it was pretty good.
Yeah. And we love that kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah, we appreciate people being passionate fans of things.
From mods to music based off of video games that we all share the love for. Yeah. Character created content. Fan created content.
Yeah, fan content. Yes.
Well, some fans can be.
It'd be cool if Batman himself could create content. Whoever that is.
Just imagine if Cara Dune made her own. Oh wait, she did.
Mm-hmm.
That would be Gina.
Mm-hmm.
She did make her own movies.
Sometimes the actors and actresses in these particular contents are what we consider to be the real character. But that just tells you what good acting is. Good acting is when the actor melds into the character. And you stop remembering that the character and the actor are two different people.
I do not want to see Mario and Luigi trying to sing.
Yeah, well.
Or rap, or pretty much anything other than hitting their head on bricks trying to get a star out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, hopefully next time we do one of these, hopefully we can have Prayer on with us.
Yeah, we'll hope to orchestrate it better. Yeah.
But as was said behind the scenes, he was the one that asked to be on with us.
Sure. Yeah, he said he wanted to. So.
Yeah. But with that being said, we'll try to have him on the next one to try to make up for the fact that he wasn't here. And I have the links to all of his stuff in the comments to his channel. Please go subscribe to Prayer's channel. The link to his channel is down below, as is the link to Nord's channel as well.
And for anyone who doesn't know, he primarily does Escape from Tarkov videos.
Yeah.
At the moment.
And Nord hasn't done a meme like in a year or two now.
It's been about a year since my last video. Yeah.
Yeah. And the link to the hero song from Tryhard Ninja is linked down below as well. Go subscribe to Tryhard Ninja. And leave a like on that on his channel as well. With that being said, we did that tab. Oh, we should look at this one just to get the point across. Except for no other reason. Oh, wait. Before that, let's look at this tab first. Shit. I clicked on the wrong tab. Here we go. Come on. First, we take a look over here. Yeah. Nord's channel.
Yeah.
Which doesn't have a live tab because he doesn't do any live streaming.
Hasn't. Hasn't yet.
So then you intend to?
Yeah, who knows? I might at some point. Who knows? I don't know yet.
Yeah, over a year ago, and before that, over 2 years ago, with the Mike Pence meme of "That's not my concern."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all he does is memes over here. His commentary on pretty much anything is right here on this channel with me. So it should really just be memes in your description up there.
Yeah. But if I back a while back, I intended to do like short cuts from your videos into my channel, but I never got around to doing any of that. So
you could do that all you want at any point.
I know.
You're free to do that whenever you want.
I just haven't taken the time to do any of that.
Well, get on it. But yeah, with that, we also have this tab to share with you as well, because I think it's pertinent. Obviously, the last thing uploaded was me playing playing with Prayer Madden 26, which he beat.
In
Which
a
he
3-hour football game.
Yeah, which he beat the hell out of me. But it wasn't that way at first. It was back and forth during the
It was
first half.
competitive. It was competitive in the first half for sure.
Yeah, but the second half, the Eagles just flat out died. For me.
It got real bad at the end there. Yeah.
Yeah, to the point where by the end of the game, I just didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
So I just more or less stopped trying and just started having a little fun with it.
Yeah.
At that point. But as it is. With that being said, there's only one thing I'm going to show you guys, and it's something that I have from Nord for when Prayer is able to be on the channel. And that's an intro for him. So I'm going to show you guys that now. Prayer, if you're seeing this, hopefully we can get you on next time. Hopefully you'll be available for the next one, whenever that is. We don't know when that's going to be, but we do intend that to be our anticipated games for this year in 2026. So with that being said, here's the intro for the gentleman who's not with us at this time. So yeah, so that's who was supposed to be here and who will hopefully be with us next time, because he wanted to be on this. It was his idea. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. But next time, it's my fucking idea.
Yeah.
So next time, Prayer, if I have to tie you up and drag you to your computer, I don't care if I have to go all the way up to Maine to drag you to your computer and tie you to your chair. You're going to be on next time for the top anticipated games for 2026.
Yep.
With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit your like button. No, hit my like button on the way out. Then go press your own like button on your own time. And then subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to Drew That Games for other funny shenanigans, like when I played Madden with Prayer, with Desert Nord and his commentary in the background, like the Peanut Gallery.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which you were supposed to be calling the game, but you never did that.
Yeah, that's because we had some delay issues streaming and whatnot.
Yeah, that can't be helped.
Yeah.
But with that being said, thank you guys. Subscribe to everyone in the description down below. Go check out Try Hard Ninja's video that we looked at, and we will see you guys.
I did want to mention one other thing before we do the outro.
What's that?
That I did get to see the movie Mercy last weekend.
Okay.
And while Critical Drinker's review of it was kind of negative, frankly.
Yeah.
I had a good time watching it. I understand that the movie wasn't all that realistic. There's some very unrealistic elements to it. But if you like really fast-paced action movies with Chris Pratt, that will do you. That'll do you. So
yeah, well,
I felt it was I give it a 6 or a 7 out of 10.
I would say Chris Pratt is a good actor. So
no, yeah, I have a lot of respect for the guy.
So
but yeah, I think it was like a 6 or a 7 out of 10 for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it could have been better, but it wasn't bad.
I haven't seen any movies recently. The last one I think I saw that was a recent release at the time was when I got on Blu-ray Top Gun Maverick. So
sure, yeah,
and that was
excellent
a while ago now. So, but as it is, if there's nothing else, bro.
No, that's about all I wanted to say there.
Okay, good. Go check out the movie that bro was talking about there. If you haven't, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to everything, like everything, share everything. Well, Well, not quite everything. Keep your private parts to yourselves, folks.
Yeah, don't share anything you shouldn't share.
Unless you're on OnlyFans, and that's a whole nother story, I suppose. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, we'll see you guys sometime in the beginning of February for the anticipated games, so we could do that before really anything major comes out, hopefully.
Yep.
Unlike apparently at the start of last year, we did the top anticipated games list, and one of my games on that list had already come out by then.
Yep.
But at that point, see you guys beginning of next month at some point soon. Hopefully, like during the first week at some point, somewhere between the 1st and the 7th, hopefully. But we shall see what happens.
Yeah.
So hopefully right before the Super Bowl, but who knows? It might wind up having to be after. But as it is, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Be safe, be well, God bless. God bless America. And since this is the Underground channel, for God's sakes, Morris, leave ice the fuck alone.
Yeah, would you guys cut it out up there? Yeah.
In Minnesota, because as the saying goes, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.
Yep.
I will never say I'm sorry, I ain't taking nothing back. I don't care if I offend you.